Hey everybody, Steve here. I just wanted to give you a quick update on our gardens. Um, so I had a bunch of people ask me on Instagram about vacation mode, and the reason why I've been gone is because I have been gone for the past 2 weeks on a somewhat of a different type of vacation, just looking for new places to live. So that's why we've been radio silent a little bit, but I just wanted to give you an update on the Arrow Garden. So we still have the Bounty Elite here in Wi-Fi, and it's been serving us very, very well. I don't know if a new software update has occurred or even if maybe my Wi-Fi router update has fixed anything, but all of our Wi-Fi issues that we were experiencing that I have talked about in the past are now gone. So I really don't think it was our router because this was the only device giving us any issue, but the Wi-Fi issues are gone, which is great. So we are now growing parsley, basil, and thyme. And I had planted these and did not really plan on leaving for 2 weeks. So I would say the vacation mode works really well. So this is on the light on this Aero Garden is on for about I think 16 hours a day, and it waters now that it's in high growth mode. It waters for 5 minutes, goes off for 30, waters for 5 minutes. During vacation mode, it cut the time down for the lights from 6 a.m. to 12, so it was only on for 6 hours. And when I was gone, I couldn't tell what the water was doing, but our remote cameras were showing us basically how the plants were doing. And as you can tell, they were growing really well. Luckily, I had someone come here and check out the plants while I was gone, and they did a little bit of pruning, but the basil got crazy, as you can see. We have tons of basil stored up. So vacation mode, big thumbs up. I was really scared. As gardeners, people who like to plant, we have plants everywhere. Uh, Going on vacation is scary, and I was just afraid that I was going to come back and my botanium and my orchid box, all that stuff was going to be dead when I arrived. And luckily, our plant sitter, she did a really good job. And all she had to do while we were gone was add water to the Arrow Garden. And during the vacation mode, it did not use much water, which was kind of cool. And it did coincide with a feeding time, and she was able to just take this lid off right here. If you guys are new, I'll show you. Take this lid off, and you can see all those wonderful roots. You can see that the water is going right now. She just added 3 capfuls of water and was ready to go. Since this was on Wi-Fi, I was getting notifications when the water was low and also when it needed food. So I was able to let her know, hey, this needs attention. So in the evening when she came over, it was really cool that I was able also to remotely turn on the light via Wi-Fi so she could see what she was doing. I could turn the light on here on this Arrow Garden. So Wi-Fi really did come in handy while I was gone. People have been asking about the Botanium. I was able to bring this guy back from certain death, as you can tell. While we were gone, this was producing a ton of banana peppers, and the plant sitter was able to prune and take those home with her. This does not have a vacation mode, but she was able to fill this up really easily with food that you get with the Botanium. You don't have to use theirs. You could, oh, there you go. It's going. And it survived. So just really shows you how easy the Botanium and the Arrow Garden are. I also have these Swiss cheese plants, Monsteras. These are just my little propagation stations. And I have a mister in the back that is kind of my desperate attempt to keep the humidity back here. going. This little mister I got off of Amazon works typically perfectly all the time, but now you're seeing water puddling up on the surface of it, and even at this angle it wasn't doing that previously, so I don't know what's going on. Sorry for the shaky video. I'm not using my gimbal today. And then we come over to our orchid box, which is doing really well, and I just kind of left it open slightly to get some of the excess humidity out off the window so you guys can see how well it's growing. Yeah, it looks a little more yellow. I think the grow lights I have up here are kind of playing with the light, but turned out really well. The light did turn yellow while it was gone. She added some distilled water and we were ready to go. So overall, just really happy with the grow lights that I've had here and the plants. Even my snake plants, Sansevieria, are starting to grow roots down there. They love those grow lights, and a little baby Sansevieria is growing inside of that planter. And then over here we have our friendship plant, spider plant, whatever you want to call them, money plant. These were little offshoots, tiny little babies from that guy. And so these are getting some nice light from the window we have over here, but also I believe from the AeroGarden, because this is really bright and they're just thriving. And this little spider plant, I took a baby tiny one off of a plant at my parents' house, and they're selling their house, and I just wanted to have something because I couldn't take the whole spider plant with me, so I took a little baby, planted it in actually propagated it in some water, got the node growing, some roots, maybe about 1.5 inches long, and it's really happy, keeping the soil wet. So, all right, well, that's just a quick little update, not even a 10-minute video on how everything fared while we were gone. The AeroGarden, really just overall, again, still happy with it. Vacation mode was a no-brainer, and same with the Botanium. The Botanium doesn't have a vacation mode, but as long as you're putting water in it every once in a while, it's doing great. Now that it's larger and has a more complex root system, it's going to take a little bit more water, but 2 weeks gone, somebody who had never seen it or dealt with it before was able to use it. That shows you how easy it is to maintain the Botanium. One last thing, people were asking me, do I change the water? So yes, today is a feeding day. I will add water. So what I will do is unplug this right here in the back. I will take this entire unit to the sink, pour it all out, and add fresh new distilled water, and then I will add the food, and in the app or even here on the control panel let it know that I gave it its nutrients. So every 30 days I typically do that. It's 4 days early, but it's a feeding day, so it doesn't really matter. All right, guys, well, thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it educational or helpful or slightly entertaining. And if you want to see more videos like this or even on tech items, feel free to subscribe. I really don't spam you guys with useless videos. Sometimes they're fun, sometimes they're in depth, sometimes it's just my honest review and experience on how these products work. So again, massive thumbs up for Botanium, Orchid Box, and the AeroGarden. I could not be happier, especially now that the Wi-Fi issues are gone. All right, guys, I will chat with you all later. Thank you.